What's up, good people? Hello. Hey. I'm here. Hey, boo. Hey, Amanda. Shout out to Amanda, always showing love. Hello, 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 hello. Hey, CC's time. Hello. What's up, Linda? Linda, hold it down for me in the comments because I can't see all of them. They going. Hello. All right, y'all. So let's talk business. Hey, Krista. So let's talk business. Um, I had a lot of people, a few people asked me when was I going live again. So I said they wanted a Q&A. So here I am. Here I am. Y'all know I got work to do, but I took out the time to um, do a Q&A. Thank you. Thank you so much. I truly appreciate it. To do a Q&A with y'all. So what is it that you want to know? Um, Here's the chance. I'm doing your crones for my daughter's B-Day party. Thank you for the recipe. You're welcome. You're welcome. Hello, hello, hello. Hello. So y'all know I'm doing a Valentine's Day series. I'm working on the next videos, so they'll be hitting next week. So um, thank you. Truly appreciate it. Hello. What chocolate do you use for the strawberries? I use Merkins. I use Merkins Candy Melts. What are some good packaging boxes to pack cheesecake apples? So the stuffed apples, I'm assuming that's what you're speaking on. I would find some oversized apple boxes, which they do have them. If you go to clearbags.com, they have them, and you can find them there. They have pictures of the boxes. They just a little taller, but if you go to clearbags.com, you'll find the cheesecake. You'll find the containers over there that will um, be able to package that particular dessert. All right. All right. Let's get these questions here. Um, are you ever coming to Brooklyn? I love your work. I'm following you for a while. Oh, I've been to Brooklyn many a times. I've been to Brooklyn a few times. Not sure when I'll be coming back because I am working. Um, I'm working on a huge project and also working, of course, for on my content videos. But I'm not sure. But if I am, it will be posted. So if you're following me, just stay tuned because I normally post on all platforms. All right. Can you use cream cheese frosting, and red velvet cake pops? Yes, absolutely. Yep, you sure can. Someone said, okay, thank you. You're welcome. I love your work. I'm trying to get at your level. Thank you. I appreciate it. And you will. Just keep working. Just keep working at it. Things happen over time. Things progress over time. All right. And to perfect your skill, you just have to keep at it. So absolutely. Oh, the biggest question, everybody. How do you price your desserts? Well, here's the thing. I price my desserts according to my market. That means the area that I'm in. If I'm in the same market as everybody else, but also I price according to the supplies that I use, my time, lights, gas, electricity. All of that needs to play a factor into your pricing, and it depends if it's cakes, if it depends if it's treats. But far as my treats, for example, if someone wants to order cupcakes, I don't sell them by the dozen. I sell them by the 2 dozen, because for the amount of batter that I'm making, normally comes out to be 2 dozen. So instead of wasting batter, um, my ordering process is, if you want cupcakes, I start off at 2 dozen. So that customer will be ordering 2 dozens. So I just price according to that. When it comes to candy apples, unless you sell individuals, thank you, Real Queens Cook. Unless you selling individuals and you like at a event, then that's cool. But when placing an order, sell them by the dozen or sell them by 2 dozens. It just depends on what they want. But a dozen, all that, for the amount of mixture that you make, it defeats the purpose of making one apple for one customer. No. All right. All right. Let's go back to I hope that helped. But it's a lot, it's a lot that plays a factor into pricing. So it really has to be broke down um to understand how to price your desserts. Okay. Can I make my apples the night before delivery? And what's the best method of them not melting? If you're talking about candy apples, if you're not in a high climate area, um, I don't care. It's a home. Understand, candy apples are a homemade mixture. All right. It's not a manufactured mixture. It's a homemade mixture that if you're in a hot climate area, they are going to either sweat, they are going to get sticky, especially if it's in a compacted area where, like, it's your car. You know what I'm saying? If we sit in the car and get hot and sweat, your treats, your cake, your desserts going to do the same thing. So you have to protect them. Now, you can place them in a cooler, um, and like, I wouldn't put ice packs directly on them because your your candy could crack. So you don't want to do that. So you just have to be careful with that. Um, but yes, you can make your apples the night before. All right, and you can even set them out and package. All right, if you don't want to place them in a refrigerator. But if I had to deliver them the next day, I would definitely do the apples, dip them the night before, package them, put them in the refrigerator, and in the box that they're going to go out in, if you have that type of room. If not, it's fine. But place them in the box and then be prepared to deliver. All right, let's see. Next question. Um, am I coming to Philly? At this time, I am not doing any traveling this year. I have an event that I'm doing that was for only the VIP members only. And that is the Bakers and Treat Makers Social. And that's going to be held in Florida. It's already sold out. tickets been, that was something, this is like a personal event. This is the second one and the last because we are in vacation homes, and I think that's gonna be it for me with that, because it's a lot of work, and this time it's 60 people. But I'm not doing too much traveling this year, um, because I'm working on my shop and some other things. So I'm not sure when I'm going to come out. Oh, I got another project that's coming. So I'm working on that, and it's a business conference. All right, so can you do a live on cake pops? I am still trying to master them. I don't know if I'll do a live, but I'll definitely do a video on cake pops. What packaging you suggest for your grapes? Um, if you watched the video, I suggested the package that I showed would be some nice packaging. If it's just standard packaging, like the clear containers, any small closed container would be great for the grapes. Hello, hello. And you can get them off of Amazon. And the grapes, um, depending on the packaging, you got to go by the order of size. And normally I start off with 8 grapes. So I do like 8, 16, then 24. And they all have their own separate price. All right, let me scroll up. Um, Someone said, thank you, I'm new at this. You're welcome. How do I get the strawberries to not leak? That's a question a lot of people ask. So my suggestions for you, strawberries don't last too long, but if you clean them properly and dip them, I know I have a tendency of scraping, like taking the strawberry and scraping the bottom, which we all do. But if you don't do that, your strawberries will last. So if you don't scrape the bottom, because you like scraping and leaving it open, but if you cover the whole strawberry fully, and just let the chocolate drizzle, and then just set it up this way, or sit it onto the surface without a puddle of chocolate, it won't leak. That'll prevent that from happening. All right, let's see. I want to start shipping. Where do I start as far as how to package? Should it be overnight service, etc.? Okay. My suggestion when it comes to packaging, I don't know what it is that you're trying to ship, but to save y'all all some time, um, it's not cost efficient at all. It's very costly to ship desserts. And if you're going to charge the customer that amount of money, especially with the shipping that then went up, I wouldn't recommend to ship any desserts at this time by how the economy is right now. Because especially with the shipping, stuff don't get there in time that it's supposed to. It's not best to ship any type of dessert treat because, for one, it requires a lot of packaging, and for it to be protected, and overnight is just too expensive. And if a client is not going to pay that type of money for the shipping, when they've already done paid enough money for the product, then it's not even worth shipping products at all. Now, when it comes to like pound cakes or um, apples, I don't ship. I've shipped candy apples before, and when it got to them, it started to break down because either it didn't get to them at time, and that's and depending on where it was sitting at, that's a big hassle. So I just wouldn't recommend to ship desserts during this pandemic because you don't know what may happen and you're going to risk yourself paying money back. And that's the honest to God truth. But if you want to go into shipping, then you're going to have to get protective packaging, meaning you're going to have to get like cooler packaging, and those are expensive. Then you get your charges is going to be expensive because they got to cover that cost for shipping. And if your clientele is not that high, it really defeats the purpose of shipping anything. So that's my advice for that because it has to make sense. You're in the business of making money, then it has to make sense. And if it's not making money and you spending more money than you're supposed to, then it don't make sense and you're not making profit. All right, let's go to the next question. Okay, scrolling up here, y'all. Real Queens Cook, thank you for the blessing. I appreciate it. New here, but love the content on your channel. I appreciate it. Thank you. Linda got a question answer to. Thank you. All right. Her 4Ps, and you'll get there. Thank you. Erica, you are talking about strawberries. It's too much of a headache. Yep. Hey, Bernice. Trying my hand at candy apples this week. You got it. I have made the night before. Keep cold place and they will be good. Yep. What's the best way to ship apples and strawberries to another state? Oh, no, not strawberries. I don't, no. Some people do it, some people don't. It's just, sometimes it can be a hassle. It's a catch-22 when it comes to dipping apples and strawberries, not for sure. A lot of times people want those decorated strawberries. And I wouldn't suggest sending strawberries that got fondant or nothing on them because if the package is closed, that fondant is going to start to soften. So I wouldn't send any fondant strawberries. But shipping ain't as best these days. And I just wouldn't recommend shipping strawberries to another state or apples. Because you're putting your business at risk, to be honest. But if that's something you want to do, then you will want to package everything for it to be snug, and you will get extra tissue paper or bubble wrap, especially apples. If you bubble wrapping the apples in sections so that they don't crack, and then put tissue paper in there, get this nice size box that they fit in. But to keep them from shifting, because when it goes through postal, them boxes is just being thrown around. Ain't nobody, even when it's say fragile, it's not, they slacking in, they need help in the postal. So everybody is doing their best to try to make things happen, but you're putting your business at risk and for shipping at this point. I'm just be honest, because it just don't make sense. You may have a 1 or 2 hit, but if you constantly keep doing it and it's something happening, they're gonna be like, man, Like, I'm wasting money. I gotta refund them back because the items didn't come to them like that. They was good when you shipped before you shipped them, but by the time they got them, it ain't what they was looking for to receive. So that's my advice on that. Let's go up. I'm trying to go down the line, y'all, so bear with me. Someone said, I had the hardest time with fondant mold, especially the numbers mold. Any suggestions? My suggestion is not to overkill the mold, meaning don't put so much fondant in it. Use just enough. And if you're having a hard time taking it out, add a little powder, sugar, or starch in the mold, and then put your fondant in the mold. Take your little knife, whatever you're going to use to take off the extra excess, and then remove it. All right? Some people put theirs in the freezer. Sometimes I do, depending on what I'm working on at the time. And it hardens and it come out and pop right out. But if you add a little powder into it, powder it up, take off the excess powder, and then go ahead and put the fondant in. You should be good. All right. Let's see. Florida, hey, Ro. Hey. You're welcome. Hello, everyone. Having trouble turning my chocolate black. What's better, milk chocolate or dark chocolate? Either one. Milk chocolate, you can color it, or dark chocolate. When it's milk chocolate, you got to add more coloring because it takes a lot to color milk chocolate. But if it's dark chocolate, they have black candy melts. So either one will work. And I use black candy. You can use Chef Master's candy color black, or you can use the Artisan Accent Chocolate Chameleon black. It's an oil-based color. I'm sorry. Yeah. It's a candy color. Not an oil-based. It's a candy color. Thank you so much. You're welcome. For a treat table, do you suggest individual wrapped treats? I would suggest that, but it depends on what the client wants. It depends on what the client wants. That's the honest to God truth. It depends on what the client wants because of COVID. If they want their table to be open, then just package them to be delivered and do whatever set up there. But if that's not what they want, then you don't have to individually package them. And the place, when you do an order like that, that will be a question that should be brought up when you're doing treat tables, and you will ask them, would you like these items individually packaged, or do you want them to be open and presented on your treat table? All right, I'm coming down the list. All right. Good night. Someone said good night. Is it a time? Hold on. It is a time and money hassle. You'll be spending more money out shipping. Absolutely. Thanks for the information about shipping. You're welcome. What colors do I mix together to get black when making candy apples? I use black and a drip of yellow, but it keeps getting purple. To be honest, I use black, yellow, and red. That works for me. So a drop of yellow, a drop of red after I have turned it black. So once I got the color black, yellow, and a drop of red. It still has like a shade of, look like it's purple, but a true black. But I would get like a coral black, add the yellow, add the red. Thanks for the information you give us. I have learned a lot from you. I want to take your class. Sure. What class would you like to take? Someone said, thank you, Linda. What's the best way to build a social media for our business? Go ahead, cooking with Drea. Is that Drea? That's how you pronounce your name? Great question. What's the best way to build your social media for your business? The best way to build your social media for your business is to be consistent. Come up with some strategies on how you're going to post every day. Are you going to post Monday, Wednesday, Friday? And also take in consideration of doing reels. And you want to market on every platform. If you want to purchase ads to get a better reach, you can do that as well. But my advice is to have good quality pictures when posting. Make sure they're professional and eye-catching for people to look into your business. All right? Because if it looks good to the eye, people are going to inquire about it if it's eye-catching. But if it's an eyesore, people are going to keep going past it. You want to make sure you got good lighting and stuff that is being presented. And you want to market as much as possible. And if you cannot handle the social media part, find somebody that you can pay to post what needs to be posted on your social media platforms. That's it. I hope that helps. Does that help? Let me know. I'm going on down the list here. I made my first candy apples. They were awesome. Now my color wasn't exactly what I wanted, but they were still beautiful and delicious. Thank you. You're welcome. All right. When dipping caramel apples in chocolate, how do you keep the chocolate from cracking? You're gonna wait to dip your apples, so your chocolate don't crack. So one of those processes, I'm not sure what happened if that's happening, but you want to make sure after you dip your caramel, let them sit for a good 25 minutes before dipping them into chocolate. All right. Make sure that chocolate is not too hot when you dip your caramel apples. So when you make your caramel, you can't dip your caramel into chocolate right away. You got to let it sit for a minute before you dip. All right, CC Roll. I know you don't know me by my YouTube name. Cynthia Cromer. Class and still watch your channel. Write your name, Roll, my signature name for you. Cynthia Cromer, I know. You changed your name. Didn't you come to Florida for a class some years back? You're welcome. Someone said thank you. Is there a particular company you can recommend to purchase standard candy apple boxes? Yes. Clearboxes.com. Clear bags. I keep saying clear boxes. Clearbags.com. You can buy them by the case. Clearbags.com. Make sure you click the like button. How much black gel do I use to make my hard candy jet black? Um, you can put as much as you want in there until it turns black. Um, and you don't need to add the white. Well, it depends on what brand you're using to use white. But I really haven't have I measured out the black part, the black color before? Because normally I do like 2 tablespoons and it depends on the color. Yes, I did. Yes, yes. Hey, Cynthia. Someone said thank you. Hello. What is a good charge for 1 dozen of chocolate covered strawberries? No fondant, but drizzle sprinkles with liquor pipettes. Miss Reed, I am truly an educator when it comes to pricing. I don't like to throw out pricing for anybody's desserts because I don't know the quality of their work. But I can tell you this, selling pipettes, because I'm on my platform and it's a public platform, selling desserts with pipettes or bottles on them is restricted. And I know it may not be something that you want to hear, but it's facts. You cannot sell. Now you can do what you want to do. That's totally fine. But I'm just educating you on something because you asked me the question. But I don't recommend nobody to sell liquor in their desserts or treats, especially when I'm an educator and I know that um, what that's not something that you can do without a liquor license. It defeats the purpose of having a liquor license if your clientele is not that big, and plus having a liquor license costs a lot of money to hold once a year. So if you have profited, say for instance, if your liquor license is $10,000 a year and you only profit 5,000, 5 to 6,000 a year, that defeats the purpose because why spend $10,000 on a liquor license and you don't profit but $5 to 6,000 a year on strawberries that has liquor in them and a little bit of pipette? You see what I'm saying? If you in the business of making money, it has to make sense, people. It got to make sense. Whoop. That this video is gonna get deleted. Sorry about that. But it has to make sense. You know what I'm saying? People say they do it for hobby, do it for fun. But even if you do it for hobby or fun, you don't want to get in trouble because somebody could say, hey, I got sick, I got poison, and you don't want to take that risk. I know a lot of people do it, you see it. But if it's not for a party, or a personal party or something like that, then it's cool if it's for private use. But if it's for so you telling me all these people, yeah. I'm telling you what's facts. I'm telling you what's facts. It's a liability. Yeah, all these people do it. It's a lot of people do it. It's a lot of people do it. But I can't give a price on something like that. I mean, I can, but I just choose not to because you know, you're not supposed to sell it. You know what I'm saying? So even if I do a suggestion, I'm still answering a question that is really not. And I know some people are gonna be like, it's just strawberries and liquor. That's look, I'm in business. It's about business. You know what I'm saying? So you telling me all these people out here selling those cakes should not be wow, I did not know that. Yeah, that's true. You cannot sell a liquor bottle on top of a cake or coming out of a cake. That's selling liquor. And you can research that. That's facts. That's facts. Anytime that the liquid is exposed, that means if you can see it, um is not to be sold, whether it's in a pipette or it's the bottle sitting on the top of it. And some people that do it, they just don't know. And some people do it and just do it because, like, okay, I'm just doing it because they just get money. But um, if you for real about your business, you will know that, and you're a legitimate business. And I'm not saying that you're not, but if you have if you're a home baker and you have a cottage food license, you're a licensed baker, that is not, you cannot do that. You cannot sell liquor on top of your cakes. No bottles, no none of that. Now you can sell it, you can cook with it because you can't see that. So if you're cooking with the liquor, if you're adding it to your ingredients, that's an ingredient at that point. If you're adding the liquor in, so it becomes an ingredient. But if it's on top of the bottle, I mean on top of the cake, around the cake, the shot, even a shot Jello, I mean, no, you're not supposed to do that. And yes, there's a lot of people that does it, and that's fine. I'm not knocking what nobody do, but as a licensed baker, that cannot be done. Yeah, they can get their own and put them on there. Yeah, they can do that. You can don't that don't mean don't make the treat or don't make the cake. But see, if they don't know how to do it, then they don't know how to do it. Yeah, but yeah, I just can't give you a price on liquor treats. I really can't. Any class I can learn from all of them. Oh yeah, I have. Yeah, I have. Linda, you can share the link if it's possible, but you can go to my SD shop. YS YS YSC supply shop. Hi, Ro. How do you store and or organize your supplies? Do you organize by the holiday or product, like all Christmas molds in one container, etc.? Yes, I do. Um, organize by I organize by holidays and by theme. I organize by holidays and by theme. And if it's flower molds, it's certain flower molds. You know what I'm saying? So if it's a certain theme, the molds will go in there. If it's a certain holiday go, especially for Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day got the biggest box, and Christmas. So if it's theme, then you can search by the theme. I'm looking over here, and it's the camera right here. But you can search. I mean, you can store by the theme, color coordinate your sprinkles, your uh, food coloring. So that's how I stock mine. I hope that helps. I've been on here for a minute. All right, let's see. Hi, Ro. What if the client buys the liquor themselves and gives it to you to add to their treats or cakes? I mean, if they buy it and you add it, I mean, you still can't you can't do. I mean, you're not supposed to be handling liquor at all unless they have changed the rule. You're just not supposed. They can buy it and you can tell them to place it on there. But as a licensed baker, a lot of us just don't handle none of that, because who's to say that that person will say, well, you bought it, or unless it's in a contract. And who wants to go that far of putting that in a contract when you're not supposed to be selling liquor at all? Or even allowing it to be in a contract to even say, well, I will only handle liquor unless it's brought by the customer and I place it onto the um, dessert or cake. So it is just, you know, I know that can be a big seller for people, but I mean, you can let them know they can purchase it itself, and you can just tell them where to place it, you know. But if y'all cool, you know, y'all know how to talk to your folks. But I mean, you're not supposed to be handling it at all as a licensed baker, or in business. You're not supposed to be handling. Even if you have a commercial building, you ain't supposed to have liquor in your building and putting them on your cakes and selling them and they walking out the door and you don't have a liquor license. That's a no-no. Sorry to give the bad news, but that's just facts. I say this every time I see those displays. Yep. Yeah. Someone said, "Wow." Yeah, it's the truth. It's the truth. But I mean, you gonna risk your business for 65 or $85, um, or you gonna do what's need to be right to continue to make money. What's your advice on cake pops? Um, what's my advice on cake pops? I like them. I don't like them, and then I do like them, but I like to create them. At a point, I didn't like to create them, but once I learned over the years on how to create the recipe that was best for me, um, and able to keep my cake pop together and not freeze it and just go straight from the dough and dip, then I enjoy creating them. So it's all in the recipe, and it takes time and patience. All right. Y'all show your girl some love for staying on here for almost an hour, asking all these questions. I'm going up each one, trying to catch each one. Thank you so much. So I said, You welcome. You're welcome. Hi. After washing my apples, my pecans keep sliding down Peter's caramel. I'm not sure if you're heating it up all the way. Your pecans, pecans. It, I really say pecans. You know, some Southerners say pecans, but pecans. But your pecans be sliding. It keeps sliding down Peter's caramel. Either your pecans, I want to say pecans or pecans. Your pecans is too heavy. You got too much on there, or you didn't melt it long enough, or you didn't melt it properly. One of them. Somewhere along that process, something didn't happen because it should be able to. My dear, have a good night. You too. Hello, Miss Adams. Kenny said that's not sad news. That's good news. It really is. It really is. Some people ain't gonna tell you that, but I'm here to tell you, whether you like it or not. I'm here to tell you that's facts. Now you want to know the real, or you just want to be told some information that's just gonna get you by. I'm not into that. I'm not just gonna tell you like, yeah, girl, go ahead and charge them $85 for them strawberries and you got that liquor in there. No, no, because you should be told right. I know, we got to start somewhere, but there is not it. I used to do it. I sure did. I used to do it. And when I found out what the liquor license was, I was like, oh no. And don't believe that you can have a bartender's license to put in pipettes. That's not, you got to go according to what your state regulations is. And having liquor is not one of them unless you have a liquor license. Because wow, I'm happy people asking these questions. I was thinking about doing liquor, but now no, only for myself. Yes. Even those uh wine boxes, because it's Valentine's Day, even the wine boxes, and I know this question is going to be like, well, why people demonstrate them? Because they can be gifted. You can do this as a gift to somebody, right? Give them a bottle of wine, give them a bottle of liquor. You can gift that to somebody, but you can't sell it to nobody. So the wine boxes that got the liquor in them, that can't be sold to. It shouldn't be sold to nobody. I used to do it. I know, and no. Okay. I remember the day that I was on the side of the road selling my desserts. People set up tents and sell their stuff. That was me. Sat on the side of the road till the officer walked up and they said, well, we're gonna have to confiscate all your items. They said, we're gonna give you 10 minutes to leave this area, or we're gonna confiscate all your items because you have liquor in this box, you got liquor in this box, and you got liquor in this box. And if you're selling it and you don't have a liquor license, we're going to have to confiscate it. Thank you for teaching me a lesson, officer. I appreciate it. I'll be leaving in 10 minutes. All right? That was the end of my selling. Liquor. Treats. Do you have a video? I'm not sure what video you're asking for. Well, I'm happy. Okay. Thank you so much, Ro, for sharing your knowledge. You're welcome. They can add their own liquor. Don't let them get you in trouble. Exactly. Ro, thanks, Ro. You're welcome. I understand about The Peter's caramel slide. I had too much caramel. Yep. You learn something every day. Absolutely. Thank you, because I didn't know my business is more valuable than money. Come on now. I'm trying to tell you. Know the value behind your entity. Your business is more valuable than money. All right? Because your business is what you want to keep in operation to make money. That's what you're in business for, right? To make money. Serve the community and make money. That is why I love watching your video, because you keep it real. Thank you. If I've posted pics already with alcohol treats, cakes, should I remove them? You can archive them. If you're doing it as a gift, then that's not a problem. That's being gifted. It's a difference. It's being gifted to someone. But if it's for to sell, yeah, I will archive the pictures. It's up to you. I really can't tell you what to do, but I can just give advice. As a licensed baker, you cannot sell, and you can ask another licensed baker. They will tell you, and hopefully they'll tell you the truth. You cannot sell any type of liquor on top of a cake, and you cannot sell pipettes coming out of a cake, coming out of treats, if you are a licensed baker. And even if you're not a licensed baker, still don't do it, because then you'll really get in trouble and fined, because you're not a registered business. Now you fine with fees, because you're selling liquor and you're not registered as running an operation. So you got fines up the wazoo. So now, you in big trouble. So you really want to protect yourself if you're going in business of selling desserts and treats. It doesn't take much to get your stuff in order. I know you see a lot of people are doing it, but don't be like them. Be better. All right? All right, I'm going to take a few more questions, then I'm going to sign out. So I want to say cake pops, how to do them. I will do a video on how to do cake pops. So just stay tuned. I'll put it in my schedule. Bro, what do you use to advertise your business in your city? Ads, etc. I market myself on social media a lot. When I first started out, I started out on social media and my church. So a lot of my church members did word of mouth, left flyers. I created business cards. I did events for schools. So I went to different schools at the time, and just let them know that I would do their senior events, any senior parties, any class parties that they may have, and if they needed someone for desserts, I, advertised, and I just marketed myself to different high schools. And it mainly was high schools to do their special events, or class parties. Barbershops, corporate events. I did samples and took them to corporate events or corporate organizations, and just gave out samples, small samples, just to let them know that I was a new operating business in the area, for any event that they have corporate wise. I'll be able to do their events. Now, when it comes to corporate events, the prices are different. I have my prices different for um, public and corporate, because sometimes corporate requires a little more. Just depends on what they want. Um, yep, banks and post office, wherever people have parties. So um, you go to, and it's okay to do that because you're um, advertising. So, and a lot of times I would do ads. I would buy like Facebook ads, Instagram ads, just to expand my reach. Uh, I am new and I thank you so much for everything. You're welcome and welcome to my channel. Amen. Yes. Thanks for sharing your knowledge with us. We appreciate you. You're welcome. Thank you. The caramel may be still too warm when they are adding the pecans. Yeah, that's true. It's probably too warm when you're adding your pecans because it's gonna allow that to slide down. So you gotta let it seize up a little bit before you apply your pecans. I appreciate your advice as always. Thank you so much. You're welcome. Is it right? As far as the caramel sliding normally after a day, it starts to slide all to the bottom. Either it's not. It can be one of two things. Either it's too much creamer that's being added in there, or it didn't cook all the way. If it shouldn't slide down the next day. Whether you strip the wax or you don't, it shouldn't slide down the next day at all. I have really learned a lot tonight. Oh, you're welcome. Do you have to get your home inspected to be a licensed baker? Yes, you do. Normally, someone comes out and inspect your area. They inspect your kitchen. They want to see your pantry. They want to see if your personal food is separated from what your um, other items and ingredients. Excuse me. They want to see your baking ingredients separated from your personal ingredients. They want to, see your pantry. They want to see how clean your kitchen is or your home. Um, if your food is 6 feet or so many inches up off the floor in your pantry. And some states don't require you to have dogs. All right, they do come out. How it is now, I don't know because of this pandemic. The cottage food law, yes. Okay, I said a few more, but I'm trying to get you on here. Hello, I just got on. Are you saying that in order to sell treats as part of your business, you have to have a baker's license? Yeah. Yes, ma'am. You have to be licensed. You have to be registered as a business because anytime you're receiving money, you're a business. I know a lot of people don't start off that way. I didn't start off that way until I had to register as a business. Okay, and go according to the cottage food law. And pretty much the cottage food law really governs how much money you make in a year or what it is that you can do or what you can't do. Yeah, any business you need a license. Yes, ma'am. Someone said I'm just getting on, and that, like I said before, and earlier in the video, and just know if you're joining, it's not gonna be saved. So, thank you. We've been on here for a long time. That's just facts. There's no way around it. Um, if you're just doing it for fun, it's for fun. But trust me, if you're selling and you get money and you're trying to take it somewhere else, take it to the next level, because some people trying to make profit. You go in business, you have to be licensed and you have to be registered as a business, as a small business. And I've learned from a lot of people that do treats, they don't consider themselves as a business. They just say it's a hobby, but you're receiving money. So anytime that you're receiving money on a consistent basis, I don't care if it's once a week or 2 or 3 times a month, but it's consistently being done and you're receiving it, you are a business and you need to register yourself as such. Okay? That's facts, because that's just how life goes. That's just business. That's the way it goes. That's the way it should go. That's the way you not even consider, but when it begins to build and the clientele begins to build, then you should think about then registering your business with your state. Good night, Ro. Enjoy seeing you and talking with you again. You seem like you're getting a bit tired. I am. So get some rest. Yes, I'm finna close out. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe it's because I'm microwaving the caramel instead of stovetop. That could be it too. I don't microwave my caramel. I do the stovetop, and you should try that. Yeah. It's better to stovetop the caramel than to microwave. Hi, I learned a lot from you. Thank you. All right, I'm signing out. Someone said, would you recommend using microwave or stovetop heating caramel? Stovetop. I know I said good night, but if I'm registered in Louisiana where my restaurant was, now I'm in Texas, back and forth. Do I need to register in Texas too? Yes, because like for me, I'm registered in Michigan and registered in the state of Georgia. So if I'm doing business in Georgia, there's state taxes that need to be paid. All right. And if I'm making sales in Georgia, I got to pay taxes in Georgia. And you want to do that. You want to and I just taught on this in my business class. I really did. So just because you're registered in one state and then you move to another state, don't mean it's going to carry over. You got to register in that state. Everything. The qualifications for each state is different. Somebody know their stuff, Mr. Montreal. Yeah, like an LLC. It's only for that state. You're welcome. You're welcome. All right, y'all. I appreciate you all. Thank you for the love and support. I came on here and showed y'all some love and attention and answered some of these questions, some of these amazing questions. Thank you, thank you, thank you for staying with me this long. Should I leave it up or should I let it go? Y'all let me know. They're going to be like an hour and such and such. Y'all let me know. I try to just go just an hour, not too long, but y'all can see I'm getting sleepy. Somebody say up. Up, and it's up, then it's up, then it's up. I'm going to leave it up. I'm going to leave it up for y'all. You're welcome. Y'all have a wonderful night, and I'll see y'all in the next video.